Hello Facebook and YouTubers, and welcome to another Down to Earth Transformers review from Six Shot Changer. And today we're looking at the Combinables Bombshell figure, which is the first in that line that I've got my hands on. So let's take a look at the box as usual. And this is the box. Now I got this guy from China, so I don't know if it's any different to what we're seeing elsewhere, but it's nice and small and to the point. It's got some pretty cool art there on the top, and then on the back you've got the photos of the robot mode and the inset mode as well. So yeah, it's pretty good, it's pretty cool. And of course this one does include the card, so take a quick look at that as well. And that's a card, and you see the art is different on the card because on this thing you've got this sort of gun here on the head which the robot has in a different angle to this, so that this art doesn't really represent the toy the same way that it does on the box itself. Same here with the hands, because it's like claws, where it's actually sort of one moulded piece for the hands on the toy, so again it's different. And then there's the purple on the arms, and that paint app isn't there either, it's just black, so it's a bit different, to be honest with you. You know, you can't get the gun facing forward on the head with the toy without covering the face, so this is inaccurate to the toy, but it's a very nice card. It's cool, they've done collector cards, so yeah, there we go. Just quickly to show you the evolution of Insecticon boxes. So that's the one for this Bombshell, that's the one for Hardshell, which is his kind of prime predecessor, and you see that this is quite a different shaped box actually, and quite a different kind of art as well, because this is sort of the animated program. Obviously they've stuck to the toy on there, and then they've put their animated bit on the front, so a bit of trivia there. So let's get into it then. So this is the actual toy itself, and I do quite like this, to be fair. It's a really nice aesthetic for this particular character, because it's got the purples, it's got the blacks, it's got a bit of red. It's really nice Decepticon colours, and a good overall look for this character. And if I compare him with the G1, just quickly show you, and thank you to everyone who watched my G1 review as well for these guys, and you see he's pretty much a similar size and keeps the same kind of look, which I do like that they've done that. This is just a more modern version. I'm always going to have that weak soft spot for the G1 blockiness that they had. There's something about it I like, but I do like what they've done with this, and that's really cool that they scale well together. So another observation is the length of this bit here is a lot smaller on the new one, so that is quite a change, and I think I prefer the long one, but there you go. Another thing is this guy comes with a gun, and this guy didn't come with any extra guns. Now interestingly, he does come with ports on his hands, little pegs that you can plug in, probably a standard size weapon, but he didn't come with one. So that's interesting for some reason, but it's possible. And the detailing on this figure is quite nice. I'd say it's probably on a par with the Prime Insecticon here, which is his sort of opposite number in Prime. I think they call him Hardshell. Don't know if they could get the name Bombshell for this one, but I'm quite happy that they're different, because they look totally different. Again, they scale well, so if you wanted to put them on the shelf together, you could quite easily do that. But yeah, this one definitely has that more original look about it. Now, looking at the detail, you've got obviously the black arms, quite round basically. It's a circular shape, and like these thruster peg things. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be here, but you do have the nice Decepticon logo there, and the face mould is actually quite nice. If you see, it's got the nice red eyes and the silver face mask there, and the little sort of black bits to make it a grill over his mouth. It's pretty cool, and like I say, I like the gimmick with this, because if you pull this down, it becomes like a battle mask with this little bit sticking out there, and then he's got the gun facing forward, so that's pretty awesome. And I think that's where his Cerebro shells are supposed to come out, or something like that. So he's a mind control specialist, so that's what he does. He takes over his enemies rather than trying to just battle them, and that's nice. Now another thing that's different with this is he's got these sort of blasts on his knees, or whatever they are, and that's completely different to any other version of this character I've seen, so that's different. I really like this plastic. I do like the sort of purple plastic here and the red. Really nice, really feel good. In terms of articulation, he's got a bend at the elbow, because sort of on a ball joint, so do quite a lot with that. Ball joint on the shoulder as well as the swivel joints to bend it back like that for the transformation. You can't move the head because it's basically encumbered by everything, but you can have quite a lot of movements on the waist because that's got a full swivel, and you've also got a ball joint here at the waist, so that gives you quite a lot of movements, and you've got a twist at the knee, and you've also got a bend as well at the knee, pretty far back like that, so you know he can basically walk like that. It's pretty nice. And these sort of leg things on the back move because of the transformation. So yeah, he's got a lot of movement for such a small bot, to be honest. One last size comparison in this mode before we transform him, and this is in with Deluxe Viacon. So you can see Viacon is bigger, which is as you'd expect, and again they scale well together. I do like what Hasbro have done there. So that's cool. So let's get him transformed. Now it's a quick, easy transformation. I'll show it both ways. So basically you just pull this bit down like that and pull it forward, and that covers up the face, and then with the arms you straighten those out like so, and you've got a little swivel here for this little black piece, and it's basically a little leg that just fits on the back, and there's one both sides you can see, and you just swivel those around so that they come more to the front. Now you could have it that way in the robot mode anyway if you like it, you know, and if you've got 2 or 3 of these and you wanted an army build, you could do that just to differentiate them, but there you go, it works. So you do that, and then use a swivel like I showed you in the articulation to pull these back, and then just again pull the inset legs forward on those other swivels so they go in the opposite direction. And once you've done that, you want to basically do the same sort of thing with the legs. So spin the waist round and pull the swivel back for these legs, and then they just literally swivel back on themselves like that. So you see we're almost there, to be honest. And then it's just a case of the arms now. So again, the arms, what you've got is this little notch that you'll see sticking out just there, and that notch goes into a port on the opposite arm which also has a notch. So they just literally go into together like that. And yeah, I mean, I didn't look at any instructions. I can't even remember if it came with any, but you don't need them for this. It's very, very easy. So there you go. And what it looks like underneath when you've done that is that. And I think they're just like thrusters or something basically. So it's like he's flying along, you know. Then you've got the inset legs for his walking, and he's very low to the ground because of the way that the legs work. So he's very sort of very low to the ground, but that kind of works. That's cool. So yeah, I like him. Now let's do a comparison with the G1, which is extremely fast. Whoops, just dropped a gun. To transform, very, very easy. So that's a G1, which is even faster, and a bit loose here, of course. But there he is in insect mode, just to show them next to each other. And again, they scale quite well, and they've both got their own thing going on. But yeah, I do like it, and I do prefer the longer thing here, whatever it is, the mandible blaster nose thing. I do prefer it, but this is still pretty good. I think it'd be nice to chrome that up, so that's a possibility for later. So like I said, we'd take a look at this, transform both modes. So just to transform it back, I've got it here with another size comparison. This is just a one-step changer just to show again what that looks like. But yeah, so to transform this back, all we do is we take a figure like this and just pull the back piece down like so, push these legs in at the back, and then turn it round, pull these arms out like so and to the side, and then twist it like that. Pull this piece back and then up at the back here, and then you can just angle the arms where you like it. And these bits are optional. You can either leave them at the front, or the stock transformation is to put them at the back, so I'll do that. I actually think I prefer them at the front, but I'll put them at the back. A little bit tight, but there you go, done. And that's it. That's the transformation. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything to say about this guy. I do hope you've enjoyed this review. Please do like, comment and share, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.